This morning, 5 Democratic presidential hopefuls are waiting for new polls to come out to see just how well they did in last night's national debate.
Until then, people will debate over who won. News 2's national correspondent Meredith live for us in our Washington newsroom with a breakdown of the first contest for the Democrats. Mark, good morning.
And a good morning to you, Brad and Octavia. It was a very exciting night for those who were watching the debate in Las Vegas. All eyes were on Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. There were 3 other candidates that were hoping for those breakout moments, but right now we're all just waiting to see who's going to capture that surge of support.
Everybody on this stage has changed a position or two. We've been around a cumulative quite some period of time. We know that if you are learning, you're going to change your position.
Let me say something that may not be great politics, but I think the secretary is right. And that is that the American people are sick and tired of hearing about your damn emails.
Thank you. Me too. Me too.
You know?
That was the moment that certainly had a lot of people talking last night. By all accounts, Hillary Clinton celebrating a very successful debate performance. Bernie Sanders having a chance to introduce himself to the national audience. We didn't see the same support coming out for the 3 other candidates, Jim Webb, Martin O'Malley, and Lincoln Chafee. None of them really had that chance to really wow the crowds, but polls, they could tell a different story once they come out a little bit later on today. Brad, Octavia?
And while we heard about a number of topics from the economy to Iran to the Keystone Pipeline, was there one particular issue that will stick out the most?
Absolutely, because what we're still talking about here is the Democratic primary. You guys know all too well in South Carolina how important these early states are for these candidates, and that's exactly what we heard about in the debate last night. The general election, we're still over a year away from now, so the contest focused on issues like climate change, boosting the middle class, and the economy in general. That's what we heard most about last night. There's still a long way to go before they have to appeal to voters nationwide. Guys?
Mark, it's been a long time since there's been a debate that we haven't heard about Donald Trump, but that doesn't mean that he didn't make himself noticeable during the debate, right?
Brad, you absolutely know it. There was no way that Donald Trump was going to sit out last night's debate. He decided to take part instead via Twitter. And at some points, he was even mocking some of the other candidates that were on there, saying there was no way that they'd have a shot at being president. What was also interesting is we did not hear a lot or really anything about Vice President Joe Biden. The big question still remains, will he jump into the race? And after what we saw from the debate performance last night of Hillary Clinton, well, those questions certainly are still a lot tougher to answer. We'll just have to wait and see. The next debate, that's in November. So we still have quite a bit of time before everything gets down to South Carolina before you guys vote in the Low Country. Brad, Octavia?
All right. Thank you, Mark. Wow. Not too much talk about Vice President Joe Biden. That's interesting.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It will be today and going forward. That's just the way it's going to work.
Yeah.